right now. Coverage you can count on. This is KTAB News Special Edition.
Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. I'm Stacy Lopez. We start with some good news from today's testing numbers. There are no new COVID-19 cases in Taylor County, leaving the total at 230 cases. 37 of those cases are still active, and also today, one of those cases has been released from the hospital. And of course, today is Memorial Day, a time to stop and honor those who've died serving our country. And today, many gathered at the Elmwood Memorial Park here in Abilene. The ceremony beginning with prayer, the national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance. There was a flyover with a missing man formation and one woman there honoring the memory of her late daughter who served in Iraq. It says Memorial Day is a guarantee the service and sacrifice of our military service members is never forgotten.
Every bit of this is so ritualistic in terms of the ceremony, really follows all of their service, regardless of whether World War II, regardless of Vietnam, regardless of Iraq or Afghanistan.
Many of the families went through the cemetery grounds and placed flags on the graves of the veterans buried there. World War II airplanes took to the skies over San Antonio today in a 30-minute aerial display for Memorial Day. The flyover was dedicated to those who have given the ultimate sacrifice in military service. The Lewis Air Legends partnered with the city of San Antonio for the flyover, which finished over Fort Sam National Cemetery with a missing man break. The formation was a combination of one World War II bomber and 3 fighters. Well, President Trump is making Memorial Day with 2 different events. The ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery looked a little different this year as guests paid tribute to the nation's fallen. Dignitaries were asked to remove their masks ahead of the arrival of President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence. People there stayed separated as they watched the men place a wreath of red, white, and blue flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier. The president will also commemorate Memorial Day with an event at Fort McHenry in Baltimore. Well, as restrictions loosen, the Abilene-Taylor County Public Health District is picking up more of its regular services, including its public dental program, which is free for those who do qualify. During the limited shelter-in-place order, the health district was only conducting emergency procedures for their patients and filling prescriptions with doctor's approval. But starting June 1st, it will continue services including denture fitting, teeth cleaning, and more.
We see a lot of people that don't have any insurance. We also see a lot of people that actually do have insurance, but they can't afford the co-pays or their insurance just doesn't cover enough. So they're really needing somebody to fill those gaps, and that's kind of where we've come in.
According to the health district, patients are not required to wear a mask. Only one person is allowed in the waiting room at a time. Staff will clean the waiting room and observation room after each patient. Excuse me. This Memorial Day, we honor those who have, of course, served our country, but the COVID-19 pandemic is posing new challenges to our nation's veterans, especially those battling mental health issues. Naomi Reckham has more.
On a farm in rural Virginia, United States Navy veteran Danique Massengill and her team train service dogs for veterans.
We custom train the specific triggers for each veteran.
The program, Leashes of Valor, aims to help veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder, something Danique struggles with as well.
For me, it took a long time to get all the pieces into place. It was rough. And there's still crappy days, honestly. But that never goes away. You just kind of learn how to ride the wave better.
But Leashes of Valor had to put their program on hold because of the coronavirus pandemic.
We've suspended mental health treatment in a way for people that don't know when this tool they're waiting for is going to be available to them.
A new Syracuse University Military Times poll of more than 4,000 veterans and active service members finds many are worried about the pandemic. They consider COVID-19 a severe threat to public health, the economy, their community, and family.
What those threats will be and how they'll play out over the next 3 months or even beyond.
Army veteran Nick Armstrong authored the report.
Things like a job loss of financial security, in being disconnected and socially isolated. These are all risk factors that only compound and accumulate, in terms of someone's mental health.
Danique is concerned about the potential setbacks for her fellow veterans.
People aren't looking for a handout. They're really just trying to be a part of something, and this currently is preventing them of being a part of something.
She's hoping to be able to do her part soon, getting more service dogs to veterans once restrictions are lifted. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Syracuse University plans to continue polling veterans throughout this pandemic to try to ensure they get the resources they need. Coming up on KTAB News Special Edition, music unites a Washington, D.C. neighborhood. Plus a look back at last Memorial Day and a special ceremony at the Texas State Veterans Cemetery.
With coverage you can count on, Stacy Lopez, David Robinette, and Chief Meteorologist Sam Nichols. This is KTAB News Special Edition. KTAB's coronavirus continuing coverage brought to you by Dr. Tim Martin.